Okay, today I'm going to show you how to make a staff curry. It's a curry that the staff eat. I've been invited to share the staff curries quite a few times while I've been there videoing the recipes and the curries for the ebook that I'll be bringing out shortly. I do have to say that this staff curry is one of the tastiest curries I've ever tasted. It's nothing like what you order from a takeaway. Definitely worth having a go at. Anyway, we'll start with the ingredients. So here we've got garlic and ginger paste, chili powder, just normal standard chili powder, not extra hot or anything like that. Obviously when you make this, you add as much or as little as you want and what you can take. And next we have what's called mixed powder, also known as curry powder, but it's not a curry powder that you buy off the shelf. If you want to make this until the ebook comes out, and the recipe for this mixed powder will be in there, I would use the Raj mild Madras curry powder. If you can't get hold of the Raj make, then try another blend. You'll still make a good curry because a lot of it is in how you cook the curry. Box standard table salt, 2 Asian bay leaves, and they're not the general bay leaves that you just buy in the supermarkets. I have to get these from an Asian supermarket. They're not very expensive at all. Then 2 little bits of cinnamon stick, 7 cardamom pods. You don't crush them or do anything, they go in as they are. And 5 cloves. And it's the pan we'll be making it in. Just vegetable oil. You can use vegetable ghee. They use vegetable ghee in the takeaway, but I did ask and said it won't make that much of a difference to the flavour of the curry. 3 onions that are going to get chopped finely. 1 chilli. Now this is a bullet chilli. Sorry, this is the long green chilli. I normally get bullet chilies, and that's what they use at the takeaway, but there is none at the minute. I don't know how or why they've dried up, but so I have to go with that. It looks big, but it's not that hot, and it's going to add flavour. 1 tomato. That's going to be 1/8, cut into 1/8, and the lovely coriander. Okay, let's get this staff curry on the go, on full heat. This is a what they call a chef's spoon. This actually holds 2 tablespoons of liquid, so not 4. I'm going to be using water in this, so it's better if you have the kettle where you've got some boiling water in there. It doesn't have to be mega boiling, it just helps rather than putting cold water into it and bringing the heat off. Just like that, going through. Once you start seeing the cinnamon and the bay leaves just starting to sizzle, in with the onions. Just this now, with the few bits that we've put in and the onions, already the smell from it, you sort of get a good indication of just how good this curry is going to turn out. And we want the chillies in. That looks a lot of chilli, but it's not. If I were using bullet chilies, I'd probably use about 2.5, and they'll be about that big. 2.5 to 3, depending on how warm you want the curry. Now, we're not trying to brown these at all. Giving that a minute. Once you start to see and just starting to slightly, ever so slightly start browning, you want some water in it then. And if you're using one of these pans, these handles get hot. Half chef spoon garlic and ginger paste. Keep it moving so as to not let anything burn. And so we're not trying to brown the onions. Starting to see little specks of brown on the bottom now, and that'll be the garlic and ginger. Just starting to catch. Right, so this now, add a little bit of water. Now we'll keep doing this until the onions are basically melted. You just turn the heat down a little bit now. Got that just over half. This is, like I said, this is probably going to take about 10 minutes, but keep stirring it as it starts to dry. Add a little bit more water until we've got these onions really nicely melted down. Might have to add water to it about 3 times. You see now all the water's virtually gone, so a little bit more. Come back to that when it's ready. Alright, this is about 5 minutes into it. Now the salt. Just a bit more than a teaspoon of salt. You can see now the onions are starting to melt together. Probably going to take about another 5 minutes this yet. I'm sure you don't want to watch onions cooking. Nearly there. This is about 10 minutes now. Starting to dry again. The onions haven't melted down enough yet, so keep adding this water. Cook away again. There's no, I can't say do it for 10 minutes, 15, 20. They're ready when they're ready. Still not quite there. Still not like a sauce. Getting there though. But at this stage it's only got about another 5 minutes to go. Coriander, fresh chopped coriander. You can see here it's drying out again. Not quite dry yet. Just keep leaving it like that. And I will be adding just a little bit more water to this, and you'll know when it's ready because you'll start seeing oil coming out of the onions. Right, we're nearly there with this now. The onions are all nearly melted away. Mixed powder. 3 tablespoons. And again, chili powder depending on your heat level, but teaspoon and a half. This will dry this up a bit now, so just let the spices just have a little bit of heat into them. touch of water, just to make like a really thick soup. What we're doing now basically is cooking the mixed powder, which obviously is a blend of spices, the chili powder. We're just cooking that now. Mind blowing smell coming out of here, mind blowing. Into this I'm going to add a kilo of chicken wings. At the takeaway they had skin on, which was fine. I ate it and I really enjoyed it, but I could only buy the skinless ones to go in this. This might be looking a little bit dry. Don't worry. Now the kilo of chicken wings, some moisture is going to come out of that so right, just to show you that the gas is not very high at all. Basically now I'm going to pop a lid on that. Telling lies, I'm going to turn the flame down to really low, and now I'm going to pop a lid on it and give about 5 minutes and come back and give it a stir. Right, 5 minutes have passed. Now to give this a stir up. You can see this still liquid coming out of the chicken, so and if you're using the skin on chicken, then you get even more water out of it. So if you're using the skinless one, if you find it's getting a little bit too dry, then just add a little bit more water. Only little bits at a time, because it's a fairly thick sauce. I'll give that another 5. Come back and stir it. Okay, that's the second 5 minutes passed. Now I've added no water to this, but as you can see, there's plenty of liquid in there that's come out of the chicken. So again, another stir up. fantastic aromas coming out of this, really is. Right, lid back on, another 5 minutes. Okay, that's had another 5 minutes, making it 15 minutes in total now. Still not added any water, but as you can see, the gravy this smells absolutely out of this world. You don't have to make it with the chicken on the bone. You can make it obviously without. You can make it with chicken breast cut into bite-sized pieces. But the staff, when they make the staff curries, it's always on the bone. And like they say, there's more flavour in the curry because of the bone. But if you don't like eating chicken on the bone, then buy it off, or chicken breast. Oh, we'll give this another 5 minutes. Okay, another 5 minutes. Right. Now in with some chopped tomato. There's one tomato cut into 8. Now this is at this stage now the lid doesn't go back on. Like I've been saying, I've not added any more water. You saw how dry it started off, so obviously all the juices out of the chicken have gone into the curry. So give this another 5 minutes, give it a stir. Okay, not touched this because I wanted you to see it before I stirred it. So another 5 minutes, so in total now about 25 minutes. Looking at the thickness of the sauce, tomatoes are breaking down nicely, so this is going to have now a good handful of coriander, and if you're like me, I love coriander in it. Don't overdo it, because I can even overdo it for myself with the coriander, and it gives it like a washing up liquidy taste if you go too far with it. So you can always sprinkle a bit of it on top of your curry once you've plated your meal up. But it smells, honestly, you've really got to try this curry out, because the smell is out of this world. It's nothing like any takeaway curry. It's well, it's a proper nice tasting curry. Right, that shall leave that alone now for another 5 minutes and get back to you, and that should be this curry ready. Right, this has had its final 5 minutes. If you like a really thick sauce, you can cook it on a bit longer, but this is to the thickness now that I want this curry. Definitely encourage you to try this because it is a top notch curry, this. Obviously you can write the recipe down from what I've put in, what you can see. It will be in the ebook that I'm doing. Hopefully that won't be too far away from being released. If you want to be emailed of the date of when it's going to be released, then subscribe. Enjoy your curry making, and thanks for watching.